If you think you can get away with beating yourself up, telling yourself you're not good enough and putting everyone else before you, and still have the dream relationship, have women love you, desire you, respect you, I'm sorry, but it's not going to happen. And that sucks. And I feel that because I was that guy. I was that nice guy who always falls into this trap of putting everyone else's needs before his. And no amount of success and six packs hides from the fact that deep down, we don't value ourselves. We've placed a $0 valuation on who we are. And as I say, no amount of watches, fancy clothes will escape that. And this is what causes men to become so frustrated, because they feel like they've done everything right. They've been that guy that went to school, got the good job, pushed themselves, built that physique. But the problem was, it all came from a fuel source that said, I'm not enough. And something that I like to tell men, when they go out, they have this behavior and it bleeds out in their actions, where they are pedestalizing women, saying yes when they want to say no. All of their actions, what is that saying? It's one clear message. I am not enough. My value is 0. And a phrase that I'll tell men is simply this: if you tell her you're not enough, she'll believe you. Because why wouldn't she? You know yourself better than anyone else ever will. And if deep down you're still having that voice inside you, crushing you, telling you you're not enough, like, she's going to believe that. She feels like you should be the arbiter of your own destiny. You've watched yourself through every interaction. And this is what men fail with the most. And this is what tears them up. And it is the curse of the nice guy. And it's something that I went through. And it's that use of bad fuel. It's the sense that, oh, I don't want to kind of give up this part of me. The reason I can achieve these amazing feats, the things I can do, the quintessential self-improver, comes from this like not good enough mentality. That's what gets me to the gym at 6 a.m. And yeah, it's good for that. Is like beating yourself up is spectacular for getting kind of like external achievement. The problem is, it absolutely crumbles when it comes to relationships. Women just don't like it because they're wanting to connect to who you are on that core level. But I created this like toxic environment inside me that was just like, no, you're not enough. You're a piece of shit. You're never good enough. Oh my God, it's a girl. Pedestalize her. Maybe she'll validate me. Because if she says that I'm enough, maybe I'll believe it for the faintest of seconds. I can maybe like hook my self-esteem pipe up onto her and she can just feed it. But that's never going to work. And it comes down to this failure of the nice guy to basically recognize that you can be two things at once. There's that famous quote, is it that, I'm going to butcher this, but we're going to give it a go, right? Come on. The mark of a first-rate mind is the ability to hold two conflicting thoughts in their head simultaneously and still be able to function. All right, we'll pop that up. If I got anywhere near that, we're going for a win. And the two thoughts you're struggling with, I'm struggling with, was how can I be simultaneously like good enough, but also need to improve? Because if I say I'm good enough, then how do I continue to go on and develop myself? How do I do that? Because if I've said I'm good enough, then do I just stop? I actually like this improving side of myself. I like wanting to be more. But it can't come from this fuel source. And this is where we have to live with this contradiction of ideas. We have to start to adopt this sense that, yeah, there is somewhere that I can be that is better. There is that part of me that I want to become. The guy that probably is in a bit better shape. The guy that is probably a bit more successful with his business. The guy that is even more just articulate and expressive. But who I am now is still enough. Just because there's something out there that can be more does not detract from what I bring to the table now. And that took me so long to learn. And until I realized that, until I was able to hold both of those simultaneously, I just used the latter. It was like, yeah, there's something amazing that I can be, but right now I'm a piece of shit. So my value is like, 0. I'm not good enough. I'm not. Yeah. I'm 0. Please validate me. And that's the trap of the nice guy. And until you escape that, as I say, no external achievement's going to work. So what I recommend, first step, right, get tactical very quickly. Find all the ways you're not putting yourself first. I do this as an exercise with clients all the time, right? Get them to write an exhaustive list of everywhere where, oh, I always go to my friend's house rather than them coming to see me. I put myself out the way there. Oh, I always say yes to going to help my parents even though I have something else going on. Oh, there's that thing at work where I always bring the stuff in and no one else ever brings anything in. It's just me, even though it's kind of weird. It's like there will be 100 different ways where you're not putting your own needs first. And until you start to face them and like confront them, you'll keep your value at 0. Internally to you, the person that most matters for how you feel about yourself, you're always going to be burying that down. And like, that was what it was for me. It was starting to believe that, oh shit, maybe who I am right now is enough. I can be stable like that. And if that's the case, then why the hell am I doing all of this stuff for other people and not prioritizing myself? Well, that's ridiculous, right? So I started to reverse them. I started to act like maybe I had value. And then what happened when I was around women, I would come into that situation. Yeah, like I'm polite, I'm interested, I'm engaged, I'm wanting to see who is this girl. But at the same time, like I'm coming in there knowing who I am and what I have to offer. I'm not begging for her attention. If she doesn't want to interact with me, I'm not staying in that interaction. If I feel like she's being rude or like passive or anything that I don't appreciate, well, either one, I'm going to acknowledge that and call that out. I'm just not going to stay in that scenario. And she senses this. She senses that she can't behave in a way around me that I'll just let it slide because I need her to validate me. And that's what most men miss. They can have all of the achievements. They can have the six-pack. But if they still value themselves at 0, they will never have the success they want with women. So if you're ready to start taking new steps, being the man who actually values himself, then there is one emotion that is holding you back here. And I want to introduce that to you because it is the deadliest one out there, right? It's right up here. The deadliest emotion that destroys men's chances in dating. And nice guys, me, you, we are so susceptible to this. So check this out because it will be the first step on your road to getting the relationships you've always wanted.